with deepest sincerity and gratitude to the awakened ones, our experience of being immersed 24/7 in your five natures has been deeply profound. Your wisdom, compassion, awake tools have all shown us things we never would be able to see alone. Your open, pure, serene essence that comes through your smile, your walk, how you speak with us, how you laugh and sing, your great vow for everyone to wake up, whoever is in front of you, at any time of day or night. You give us all a chance to take the next step towards the ultimate awake destination. The theme of our retreat was to uncover our true problem, liberate all attachments, and to see our new starting point, always remembering the awake destination.
I say, this is my main point, that is my starting point, this is my address. And my final point is I want to become a living Buddha and to help others. Help me first and help others. And then they show me the path, how to walk that. You have to see it, you have to doubt it, and you're willing to liberate. Now I have to walk the path. If I get any stuck, I will go ask questions. Yep, that's it.
The first part of the retreat started off in California with a 3-day retreat. The teachings were to point out the dangerous good holdings and attachments that became the foundation of a deep, profound journey to discover the more complete truth about our Mara and need to liberate it all. Awakened One shared with us about student Lu Tui's story and how her ultimate awake love brought her beyond the toughest OCD grip on her ego.
Không biết là tập sự liễu tuệ, mà nếu mình nói về dính về cái đúng sai của cổ là thiệt sự là nói là OCD nặng á, là cổ nặng lắm. Mà cổ sanh ra là cổ đã dính, mà đã dính từ nhỏ tới lớn rồi. Nhưng mà khi giác ngộ nó trở thành tối thượng, cái vấn đề là vì sao mà cô có thể thấy nghi và giải thoát được cái OCD? Do gì? Nếu mà bây giờ nhìn lại do gì?
Do tình yêu giác ngộ là tối thượng.
In part 2 of the retreat, the English Sangha joined in for the Vancouver chapter. What was so miraculous is that it really didn't matter anyone's age, level, language, culture. The group connected and flowed in ways we had never experienced before. Awakened One opened for us that Mara runs like a compulsive, never-ending spinning wheel called OCD. It robs us of our ability to wake up.
Nhà mình ở đâu giải thoát cái gì? Và mình trăn trở cho cái sự dính mắc, mình muốn giải thoát cái cơn nghiện á. Nhưng mà sau thả ra rồi là sao? Giống như không còn cái gì hết á. Nó không còn cái gì hết á. Thì á, hồi sáng là bằng cái hộ có mở cho các sư cô sư chú, mà cái này sẵn chắc có lẽ cũng cho tụi con biết luôn đi, để tụi con tu luôn. Là tại vì tụi con biết là trong tụi con nó có bị một cái chứng bệnh gọi là OCD. Cái OCD mà đang nói về cái chỗ mà cái người mà bị OCD á, là bước cái OCD là nó rất là obsessive, và nó chỉ muốn take và nó muốn protect nó thôi, và nó sốc. Con hiểu cho nên OCD không? Thí dụ như cái người mà nếu mà cái người mà đến cuộc đời này mà trăn trở cho sanh tử, và họ vẫn còn dính mắc nhưng họ trăn trở, sanh tử mà bị giải thoát á, thì con đường tu nó rất là thênh thang. Có nghĩa là nếu ra là thế mà cứ thế mà đi thôi. Nếu mà họ không có bị OCD. Thật ra OCD không phải là tự nhiên mình bị, đời này nó nhiều đời, nó gọi là nó repeat nó thành gì? Là OCD, con hiểu không? Là mấy cái người mà cái sự dính mắc nó quá lớn, quá chặt thì nó gọi là OCD. Nó obsessive, nó bị khống chế rồi. Thì thường á, là cái bản chất của nó là gọi là cái sự tham chấp mà nó thuộc lại là dính qua bên là thần kinh rồi. Nó gọi là thuộc lại mental rồi. Và việc của nó là nó chụp thôi, chụp và giữ thôi, chứ không có làm gì khác hơn được hết á. Tụi con hiểu không? Tụi con feel không? Thì ngoài cái dính mắc, ngoài cái nghiện á, là cái vấn đề là OCD. Các con có rõ chỗ này không?
Under Awakened One's guidance, we discovered our personal OCDs. On one side, we all experienced our hidden maras, and on the other, there were profound experiences with Awake World.
I felt like we had a very deep experience with Mara. There are many different levels of Mara, and I went pretty deep with Mara. I actually got down to a point of self-hatred and greed and pride and wrestling with that OCD of safety. And it's the first time that I really identified and touched and distinguished Mara within me, different from the attachments that I had been letting go of, and this ran deep. And as I was breathing, it felt like a switch flipped, and I shifted into this clear, serene, steady, unmovable state of being. And for the first time, I think, in my whole life, I touched an inner joy and really almost like a true happiness. Joy and happiness didn't come from anything outside of me. It didn't come from being with a person or from another person or from spirit. It just came from deep within me. And it was like unmovable in that it would never go away. And it was just an unbelievable experience, and has really, really given me a reason to liberate. The contrast between Mara and that state of awake was just so clear and so bright, and it just couldn't happen without the guidance of the awakened ones. It couldn't happen without the tools that they have to help us release the pieces, the stuck points in us that are just binding us and guiding us, step by step to go deeper inside and see these different aspects of being human and the ego. Sitting there, and I started crying because I was like, wow, why did it take me so long to find them? Why did it take me so long to find Thai? And it was just like this relief that I found them, but also just the journey to get back to them, and was so deep and so poignant for me.
And his voice is saying, feel it. If it feels cold, feel it. Just stood there. And the cold went away. And then I felt the prickles. The prickles went away. And he said, and I opened my eyes, and I'm looking right into his eyes. He's standing right in front of me. And then I felt nothing, nobody. But I felt then all the beings in the pool with me, my Sangha, brothers and sisters, nobody. I felt all the beings. They weren't there. We all were one together, not there. No sky, No walls, no floor. Gone. But there. And I still feel it. It's not going to go away. Another important part of the retreat were the group activities. As we walked, hiked, moved together like a large group of salmon returning to the awake source. We learned a new song, True Me or Mara, written by Awakened One Pho Mon. The entire Sangha learned this song in both Vietnamese and English, deepening our connection and harmony. At the end of the retreat, the tea ceremony was so powerful and interactive, with the 5 natures of awakened ones melting the hardened illusions of all people.
Life is not focused on the awake destination, but focused on what I have to attain, what I have to do, what is my next step, and it's my daily living, but it's not going beyond daily living to awake destination. And I realize that when we receive all of this awake energy, that if we focus on our ego, the ego's trying to grab it. And if we bring ourselves to ego and we get caught in the OCD is consuming it and making everything collapse. But if we have the awake destination always in front of us, that when we receive the awake energy, we're building the pathway of awake to go to awake destination. We're building the awake mind. But if we focus on our logical mind or our ego and all those things, it consumes it. That's why people wake up and they merge and then they come back and everything's wiped out, because the ultimate destination isn't there. Going from Houston to Dallas isn't there. They're only looking at going from the main hall to the dining room, to the car, to the grocery store, to the event. They're not looking at the ultimate destination of where they have to go.
This retreat, you are very real. You truly, face a lot of mental turmoil, a lot of problems, a lot of OCD, they control you, but truly you're willing to face to that to liberate. And you are open for the Sangha to support you. It's so powerful, and at the end, Awakened One saw that you have potential to wake up, therefore Awakened One gave you this one.
Làm cùng một chất với là cái pho tượng Phật Ngọc đó. Cùng cái chất đó thì là làm những cái nhỏ như vậy này, để cho mọi người đeo để mà hưởng cái năng lượng đó. Nhưng mà cái năng lượng đó chưa phải là cái năng lượng của Phật thiệt, của bậc giác ngộ. Thành ra cái này đã chuyển qua là bậc giác ngộ trao cho tụi con đó. Khi mà tụi con nhìn cái hình này đó, đeo cái này nó nhớ lại là bậc giác ngộ đã tặng cho mình. Thành ra nhớ lại cái năng lượng giác ngộ đó để con phát nguyện đi trọn con đường thành Phật để mà giải thoát những cái mê chấp, giải thoát OCD.
Rồi, bây giờ tụi con tới you come and receive.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad that I went on this trip, because I was able to realize about certain things about myself. Like I have a big greed for food. I also have OCDs about body comfort and also like expectations. So thank you, Zen Master, for helping me to realize more about myself. I'm glad I was able to go.
Thank you so much for reminding me of the potential that I have to wake up soon. There were times where I often got overwhelmed and frustrated due to certain expectations not being met. When Awakened One reminded me to go back to my breath, I was able to see the part of me that was frustrated and the part of me that has had my wisdom mind open, and that has reminded me of the deep connection I have to, in order to continue to push forward. Thank you so much, Awakened Ones, for also reminding us of our OCDs and the different realms of suffering and why we need to liberate soon. I vow to apply all your awake tools given to me on this retreat and in the years I've walked this path into my daily living to continue to keep the purpose and wake up soon.
And for me, that was a huge connection. So I'm so grateful.
Cô cảm thầy có đôi lời cho quý vị.
My OCD to English.
OCD in English.
Good OCD, bad OCD, still OCD, right?
So many OCD. Rushing in my mind.
Question.
Question who you are. You met me mentor. Oh, you are crazy. The A of problem. Really who you are. To be all around.
Dear Awakened Ones, this has been an awesome retreat. We vow to continuously doubt the voices in our head, to fully liberate all of our attachments and return to our true awake home. Thank you so much for helping us build this part of our wake muscle. We are sincerely and deeply grateful.
So many voices inside, rushing in my mind. Question who you are. You make me mental. Oh, you are crazy. Create your problems. Really who you are. To me, all my right.